All right, what's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one. Finally, it's been a minute since I put another video out here, but hey, I'm back at it again. All right, listen. In this video, I want to talk about facing your fears, fellas. Listen, and ladies as well. You have got to face your fears. I promise you, you will not get far in life if you're afraid to face your fears. Listen. Life is like a hallway, okay? And you're just walking down this hallway, right? I'm walking down the hallway right now. And here goes a door right here, door right behind me, okay? That door represents a fear that I have. I have a fear. The fear that I have is this door. Now, all of the opportunities that I have available to me on the other side of this door are being blocked by this door known as fear, okay? I'm gonna try to open the door. I can't open it. The door is locked. I have fear, so I have no access to anything that's on the other side of that door. Keep walking down the hallway of life, okay? Now, here's a door that's open. That door represents a fear that I have faced. I have faced that fear, I conquered that fear, and everything that is inside this particular room right here that's on the other side of that door, which was the fear that had me blocked from everything inside that room, I now have access to. So let me explain something to you. The only way that you're going to be at your best, you want to be the best version of yourself, you have to open the doors that you fear. You have to face those fears so that you can have access to what's on the other side of those doors. When you were a kid, your parents tried to give you access to everything available, right? You played sports, you played the violin, I don't know, the guitar. You just did a whole bunch of things because they wanted to open your eyes to a bunch of different things so that you could find the one thing that you like, the thing that you love, you find your passion, and you can run with it. When we become adults, we have a fear of failure. And so we never reach our full potential because we're scared of what's on, the other side of that fear. So we never open that door. Therefore, we never really get too far in life. We stay inside this box and we never come outside that box, and we never get to the point that we want to get to because all of our greatness is on the other side of our fear. So let me show y'all something real quick, right? And right, guys, here goes the hallway right here. This was a fear that I had, right? I had a fear of like really talking on camera. So I opened that door. Look what it did. Let me show y'all something real quick. And this is not to try to brag or anything like that, but I just want to show y'all what happened or what can potentially happen when you face your fears. So look, I had a fear of getting on camera, right? When I faced that fear, look what it led to, okay? I got this is my whole set right here, right? Y'all might recognize this particular background right here as of recent. This is the background that I have been using to do my YouTube videos, right? So look, I got camera right here. Don't worry about my fake bricks. They peel and stick. Don't worry about that. But I got laptops. I got monitors. I got video switchers, audio interfaces, microphones. This is my podcast setup right here. Yeah, I got a podcast. I do podcasts for other people, but now I'm starting my own podcast as well. But all of this came about because I had a fear of getting on camera and talking, and that fear just messed me up. Had I overcome that fear years ago, who knows where I would be. I'm not doing this or showing this to try to impress anybody, but to show y'all that you have to face your fears. On the other side of whatever fear it is that you have can be potential greatness, but you won't know until you open that door. So y'all know I'm gonna find a way to make this about a relationship, right? Or I'm gonna find a way to apply this to a relationship, right? So look, let me get started over here. Let me get into the zone that I'm usually in right now because this is my first time doing a vlogging style video like this. But I got to get into, I got to get into what I typically get into, right? So let me see. Let me come over here real quick. Pardon me, y'all. I got to get used to this right here. But let me see. Let me go ahead and get that started right there. Let me get a little more comfortable right now. So I'm gonna get into this, guys. How does this pertain to relationships, right? Let me get into it, man. Let me get more comfortable. 3, 2, 1. right, y'all. So check this out. A lot of you guys, right, when I talk about walking away from a relationship, or I talk about letting go of, the emotions and the feelings, which are two different things. Let me be clear on that first. It's two different things. Letting go is different than walking away, but they both come together in some shape, form, or fashion, right? But they are different things. A lot of you guys can't walk away or can't let go because you have a fear. You have a fear of the unknown. A lot of you guys fear being alone, fear living alone, fear being on your own. Um, and so you'll stay inside of a bad relationship simply because of that fear. You guys would rather stay in a trash relationship where you're not being respected, you're being violated, you're being, manipulated and all of this kind of stuff just because you're comfortable with what is, because you know what is. You have a fear of going out there and starting over. For what? I don't know. You may have a fear of starting over from scratch. Like I said, you may have a fear of rejection when it comes to, maybe you want to get into another relationship. And so you have a fear that, you go out there and try to get with some young ladies or something like that and they reject you. I don't know what your fear is, but I'm telling you this now. Your fear of leaving that relationship is going to keep you stagnant. It's going to keep you in a bad place, and you do not want to be there. You have to face your fears. When you're walking down that hallway of life, you have to be able to open new doors. You cannot stay in a situation, especially if that situation is not for you. The situation is not working out for you. It's not doing anything for you. Why would you stay in a situation that's not doing anything for you? The fear that you have of getting out there and starting over, it's all in your mind. You know how many things I have been fearful of that once I conquered that fear, I overcame that fear and I did whatever it is that I was fearful of. I was just like, yo, I can't believe, like, for all these years, I was scared of this and it was nothing. I'm telling you, listen, you know how you're fearful of doing something, but then once you do it the first time, it's easy to do over and over again once you've done it. Like, I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. I love roller coasters. I had a fear of roller coasters at one time. As a matter of fact, I get nervous every time I get on a roller coaster, but I overcome that fear. I get on that coaster. It's the first time is always the scariest. Once I've done it one time, once I've done anything one time, I'm no longer fearful of it. I'm no longer scared of it. I might not like it, but I'll jump out there and do it. Like I said before, I've always been fearful of getting in front of the camera. I still get nervous every single time I turn on the camera. I get nervous, but I still do it. Once you do it, there's nothing to be scared of. A lot of you guys that are scared to walk away from a relationship or scared to walk away from that woman, you're fearful of a few things, but the reason why you probably have that fear is because you've never had to do it before. You may look at some guys and the guys be like, man, just get up and walk away, man, get your stuff. And you're looking at them like, man, it's not that easy. Man, it's not that easy. The guys that are telling you to just go ahead and do it have probably done it before. I myself have done it before. The first time I was probably, I don't know. Probably the first time I was like scared to do it. But once you've done something one time and you kind of get it in your system, get the fear out of your system, or get being able to walk away in your system, I'm telling you, it becomes easier and easier. You have to just get that first one. You just got to do it that first time. Just get that first fear, that first scary feeling out of your system. And I'm telling you, you'll be able to do it over and over and over again. Look, guys, fear will hold you back. Fear will keep you in bad situations. A lot of people have jobs that they do not like simply because they have a fear of moving up in the company. What is there to be fearful of? Are you fearful that you're going to fail at your new position, your higher leadership position? Are you fearful of what your other coworkers are going to say about you because you leave the bottom
and try to rise to the top? Are you fearful of what they're going to say about you? Fear will hold you back. I'm telling you. Are you fearful to leave that job to apply for a new job in a new industry, a new career, and you think you won't be able to make it, and so you stay at the bottom where you are? Fear will hold you back. You're stuck in that relationship. You're scared to walk away. Why? You're thinking that maybe because you're emotionally attached to that woman, you're emotionally attached to the outcome of that relationship, you're emotionally attached to the marriage, whatever you think it is. But a lot of times, it's not always the emotional attachment, it's the fear of getting out there and starting over. I've been in a situation where I've had to start over. I've been in more than one situation where I've had to start over. And I started back over from ground zero. Broke, busted, and disgusting. Had absolutely nothing. I was at the bottom. But you know what? The peace of mind that came with it was priceless. Priceless. And like I said, once you do it one time, once you learn your value, once you understand what your value is, you will not have a problem walking away. You will not be fearful of you losing anything. You'll just understand that they're the ones that lost something because they lost you because you're valuable. I don't want to get off topic, man. Let me just go back to fear. Listen, I'm telling y'all guys, I just showed y'all um, what me facing my fear led to. Um, You understand what I'm saying? And had I not faced that fear, I would not have the things that I have today. I have a new a drive to this. I'm on my purpose, and I'm like purpose driven. Had I not opened that door, I would not have any of these things. Making videos, editing, and all of that stuff, man. It's just like, wow, man. Wow. I would not have any of the things that I have. I would not be at the point that I'm at mentally and emotionally just because of what it is that I'm doing had I not opened that door. Now, I think at some point in time, years ago, I used to DJ. I think I told y'all that. If you don't know, I used to DJ years ago, like back in my teens. And so music, now incorporating video and the sound, like it's all coming together. I don't know. Maybe this is what I should have been doing all my life, but I just didn't open the door simply because I was afraid to get, you know what I'm saying, in front of the camera. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like being on video. None of that stuff. But once I opened that door and faced that fear, everything just opened up for me. Guys, you got to face your fears. A lot of you guys are like, yo, I don't know what my purpose is. How do I find my purpose? Face your fears. Get out and do new things. Get outside of the box. Stop being so scary of everything. You get into a zone and then you stay comfortable and you never like to step outside of your comfort zone. Yes, stepping outside of your comfort zone is like facing a fear. You're comfortable where you're fearless. You're comfortable where you're fearless. You're uncomfortable where you're fearful. But where you're fearful and you face that fear is where all the doors open up for you. I'm telling you, you have to face your fears. You never know what's on the other side of that door when it comes to your fear. You gotta face it. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you're scared of, I guarantee you, if you're not living your best life right now, start facing your fears. What are you afraid of? Make a list of the things that you are afraid of, and you need to face those fears. And I promise you, a whole new life will open up for you. When you don't open those doors that fear have closed, you'll just be walking down a narrow hallway of life. And that's not a good life. It's not a happy life. It's not a satisfying life. It's not a joyful life. Just living day to day and not doing anything different. Get out and do new things. Try new things. And I'm telling you, whatever those fears are, see, in order to be successful, you must face your fears. Whatever it is that you're fearful of, that fear is there for a reason. People who are successful don't just get there by luck. They have to face fears. They face challenges. They take risks. Have you ever heard before, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward? You understand what I'm saying? When you don't take risks, when you don't face those fears, because essentially, like that's like almost what a risk is, kind of, sort of. But y'all know what I'm saying, right? Face those fears, take those risks. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Y'all get what I'm saying? Guys, you want to be the best version of yourself? Ladies, you want to be the best version of yourself? Stop being scared and face those fears. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.